Here's video 1 on my conspiracy about Twitch live streams enabling stalkers to stalk their prey. Okay, so I'm on Twitch, and I'm only on Twitch because my brother-in-law plays video games there, and I like to support him and watch him do his thing. Otherwise, I'm not friends with people on there. I don't try to find other streams to watch or anything. It never really occurred to me that something like a food truck would live stream on Twitch, but it happens, and I hear that it happens with a lot of restaurants and that it's a source of revenue for people, and I get it, right? So I got curious to see how many followers the Grub Truck had on Twitch, and earlier today I looked and it was around 35,000 people. No doubt that is a huge increase because of the popularity with the murders and such happening. So I don't know how many, followers they had prior to the murders. However, tonight, if you're walking past that food truck to go to work, to go visit someone, to walk your dog, to go home, to go to school, what have you, and they're live streaming on Twitch, someone can see you do that. Not just someone, but 35,000 someones. Okay, so if I'm being conservative here, maybe there's 100 people watching you. All right, watching you order your food, talk to your friends. They can hear what you're saying to your friends even when you're talking, right? They can see everything about you, and they can also know, like intimate details about you, what you're wearing, what kind of food you like, what you like to order, what time you like to hang out there. So there's a lot of information that these Twitch live streams can give to someone who has bad intentions for someone. And maybe this person might think they have good intentions for this person or people that they're watching. But we all know that that can go sour real quick, right? So up to 35,000 people could be watching you tonight at the Grub Truck. Get your food if they're streaming live on Twitch. Okay. Which means there are X amount of people, whoever's watching, that you don't know. They are anonymous. You have no idea who they are. So, I also was told that people watching you on the Twitch live stream can buy you food. And so, so what if someone bought Kaylee or Maddie, their food 2 or 3 times over? And, maybe that's why it is that Kaylee thought she had a stalker but wasn't quite sure, and maybe she didn't talk about it with a lot of people because maybe it was just something, a little bit off, or just something, that's a nice thing. Why would you expect something nefarious from that, right? Welcome to video number 2 on my complete and total conspiracy about how Twitch live stream can absolutely help a stalker stalk their prey. So it's obvious that Maddie and Kaylee are very beautiful women. They're outgoing. And I mean, I don't understand what would not be to love about them, especially for Chad, the Twitch watcher, to see these beautiful women at the food truck. Maybe Chad also wants to buy them a meal. Maybe Chad buys them a meal and also has a meal with them, fantasizing that he's having dinner with both of them. Maybe Chad has bought them several meals, or one of them several meals, and now thinks that they owe him something. Like, I've bought you all this stuff and now you owe me. And Chad could be just having a conversation with himself, because this is all fantasy. This is all made up. But this is something that can happen when you're being watched by someone that you can't see. Like, the anonymity of the Twitch watcher is a real problem here. And, so they're talking about a possible stalker for Kaylee. So maybe it is that, and I'm going to assume that Kaylee and Maddie were together a whole lot. So maybe it is that they were together and someone was buying them, food constantly at that food truck when they were there, which would kind of give somebody an idea that maybe somebody had a little bit of a crush, or just, I don't know, but I I would think that somebody had a little bit of a crush, or maybe one of my friends was just being kind and sweet. And I would probably ask about that, but maybe not, but that would be something that Maddie and Kaylee experienced together. So it wouldn't require them having a whole lot of outside conversation with people. And it also wouldn't necessarily mean that they had a stalker, that somebody was going to do anything evil to them. Like, they're just buying them food, right? And they may not be buying them food at all. I'm just saying this is just a scenario. So, the danger of that is, people might think that you owe them something. Maybe this person has a fantasy of having a threesome with them. Maybe this person thinks that, Kaylee and Maddie are a couple, which is not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that at all. But maybe this person thinks that they're a couple and they think it's super sexy to be watching them together. Like, this person can think and make up anything they want to because they're anonymously sitting on the other side of the camera watching you do just your normal everyday things, and you're probably not even thinking about it. At the same time, they can watch you leave and they can follow you and you not know. And they could be watching you for a very, very long time and you never really know that's happening. And I find this to be really dangerous and a great way for a stalker to be able to find someone and possibly do something terrible.